Welcome to another episode of Dynasty Pylon here in the middle of the day and your lunch hour, wherever the hell you're at. Mark is back. Hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
It's good to be back. Good to be back. Much better now.
Yeah. The last 2 weeks we've been missing, and him and his dogs are back, and everything's
It wouldn't be
good.
me without Hewitt, so
So
right
it's
on
good to have
cue.
you back,
Had
man.
him barked in like over an hour as soon as we go live.
I know. I was talking to you just before the show too,
I was
and
like,
nothing,
of course.
absolutely nothing. So I think it's hilarious. You always have some type of animal going on. Like Sunday mornings, you have birds chirping in the back sometimes. So, but today, what obviously you're wearing what seems to be the Vikings jersey. Why is that?
Because we're covering the Minnesota Vikings today.
Exactly. This episode was supposed to be out
ADP.
last week. But Thursday and Friday, I just couldn't. I think I was just overdoing it. I took 2 days off, and sorry for those who were expecting. Yeah, thanks. Sorry for those who were expecting this video to come out on Thursday. I guess I could have made some type of announcement, but whatever. We're not that big yet, so I was like, whatever. I was like, I'll just wait for Monday. Monday we'll put it out. And as today is the 11th of July, which if you have the time today, Mark, today is our former co-host's birthday today.
Oh, yes, it is Justin's birthday.
Yeah, yes. So shout out to him. I'll be calling him here shortly. But anyways, before we get into this Vikings episode, there is some, and it's not really to me, it's not really anything kind of type of breaking news, but there are rumors that Seattle is talking to Jimmy G, and there has been, conversations back and forth about it to see if he's going to join or not. What do you think about that when you're told like there's discussions about it? What the hell?
Well, obviously they must.
That's weird.
To a what?
I just got invited to a 14-man league, freaking PPR league. That's what the hell. I don't want to be part of this. No. Well, I mean, I asked him, but I was like, he just added me without. Okay, whatever. I might end up. If you're watching right now, I might end up having to leave. Sorry.
I know we're talking about. Well, first, okay. So answer your question. If that were to happen, it must mean that they think that the 49ers are just going to release Jimmy G, because I highly doubt they would trade Jimmy G in division.
Yeah, they don't even really have anything to trade for. They don't have anything, do they?
Plus, what do they have to give up? Well, no. Well, they got probably 2 firsts next year, because they got like 3 firsts from the Broncos for Russ. It would be draft assets. It would be draft assets for Jimmy G. But I don't even think he would get a first. He'd probably be like a 3rd and a 4th, maybe a 2nd and a 4th.
I would say something along that line, because they're gonna roll with Geno Smith and Drew Lock, which we've seen those guys play, and it's not that great. And on a team that has a worse line, so I don't expect them to actually do anything with those guys. I mean, Geno Smith is probably the starter. People believe in Drew Lock, and I don't really think that's going to happen either. Has him being a starter, but sorry, not sorry, but we look. If Jimmy somehow makes it way over there, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, sweet. The problem is that line's not going to uphold. The line's gonna. I don't think the line's going to be strong enough to hold him.
Oh yeah, Jimmy's going to get torn apart.
Yeah, and he's not.
I mean, you saw he struggled at times with that offensive line.
Yeah, and he's not the fastest guy either. So.
No.
I don't know what they're planning on doing here, but it is what it is. They're gonna have to make some moves for the line eventually at some point. If they do make for a move for Jimmy G, they probably think about a 2-year and upgrade the line next season. because I don't think they're going to be able to do it this season, like in the middle of the season or just right now. Like right now, it's not a good time to do it, anyways. So other than that, though, that's as of recent news. Jimmy G's
I have a bit of recent news.
Okay, go ahead.
2 NFL players were arrested.
Was it the lineman and someone else?
There was an offensive lineman, free agent, so he isn't with anybody, but Deron Brown decided to bring a gun to the LAX airport.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, actually. We thought it was so stupid. Like, why? Like, what are you thinking, bro? What are you thinking you're going to get away? Like, what any airport you think you're going to go to and you're going to get away with that? Like, what are you thinking?
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. You would think that by now people would be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't bring guns to the airport. Did you guys talk about the Bears receiver who was arrested?
No, that one's new.
Yeah, David Moore was arrested for substance, weapons, offenses. So he had drugs and guns.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, David Moore.
I don't understand, man. Like, you have all this, like, you have all these assets to you, right? Like, you can make things work. Like, you don't have to, I don't know. Like, I don't think you need any of this for you to, like, just ruin your entire career. Like, I feel like you need to, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Like, there's things that I've done. I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that because it would probably affect the way people look at me or people the way think of me or people might end up like getting offended and calling the authorities on me. Like, there's a lot of things that you shouldn't do, and clearly people need the, I don't know, attention, or not the attention, but what am I looking for? The guidance, I guess.
Yes.
But still, I don't understand. Anyways, that's look.
Although the substance part isn't as bad as it sounds, it was just a bag of edible gummies. But he had over 3 pistols. But he had over 3 pistols in the car, so that probably is not the best thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that might change things a little bit. I mean, I feel like maybe if you had one and then a little bag of gummies, maybe that'd be okay. Like, nothing too big. Like, that's probably more common than the norm. Like, I'd imagine.
I'm wondering if they were registered. I would assume he would have the right to have them. But I'm wondering.
I would hope so. But like, do you need 3 of them in your like car? Like, yeah, unless you just got them going from the range. Maybe that I could see that, but still, like, come on.
I guess that's also breaking news if you want to talk about it. That Turkey's bringing up.
No, go ahead, bring it. Lay it on us.
After 20 years, the Steelers stadium will no longer be Heinz Field.
And what's it moving to?
I don't know. I couldn't. I'll click on it again, but I don't know if they've announced it yet.
I have not heard of this. I was doing all my Vikings research.
Oh, it will be known as Accuser Stadium. ACRISURE.
Or maybe a Creature?
A Creature?
Maybe a
Accuser? Yeah, that's probably a horrible name for a stadium for the NFL.
I'm like, there's no way.
We know where you should play.
It's officially changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's the Steelers fan.
He is.
Yeah, there it is. Braden put it in there.
I don't know, man. It's partnership, man. It's partnership.
It's all about
if the Steelers can make money off of it, why not? I understand that it's been known to be that name for a while. You're gonna have to change. I mean, look, we have a freaking, like, I know this is no comparison to an NFL team, but we have a freaking amphitheater here that changes freaking every freaking year. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even know the name of it now. It's just like whatever. And
it's Auction Pavilion now.
Is it auction? I don't know, but everyone still says cricket or
it's cricket, Desert Sky, Blockbuster, Ashley Furniture Home.
But everyone knows, like, oh yeah, I know that one, the one right off the freaking tent. Yeah, no, everyone. Yeah, it happens every year. Look, I get it. You're probably upset but I wouldn't say F the NFL and F. Look, maybe they outbid them. Companies, this is what they do. They outbid other outsources to get slap their name on crap. And if the stadium likes it, well, then it is what it is. But the team is not going anywhere, right? I mean, it's been, 15 years or 20 years or whatever, however the hell, how long it was there. So, I'm Derby. Sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Or maybe
Hines.
Hines was just like, this isn't really adding to our bottom line anymore. So,
yeah, it could have been a big business decision. I mean, look, I'm looking at the article here. I'm not going to read it now, but I will read it probably right after and probably talk about this tomorrow. Yeah, see you 15 years. And we'll probably talk about this tomorrow. As we talk about Jesus.
Well, that's interesting.
Who are we talking about next? Let me look at this next. What happened?
Oh, he said Heinz will remain a significant long-term sponsor for the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was interesting.
What, they giving out ketchup packets in there? Let's see here. So maybe. Tomorrow.
Tampa?
Is it Tampa tomorrow?
We haven't done Tampa yet.
We have not done Tampa. We have not done Chicago. We have not done Rams. We have not done. Did we do Bengals? We did Bengals. I did Bengals.
Yeah, you did the Bengals.
So we got Tampa. We got Bears. We got
Colts.
Did we do Ravens? We did Ravens. We did Commanders. Saints.
Cardinals.
We did. I think we. Yeah, dude. Holy crap, man. We got a lot. Look, but either way, tomorrow when we talk about Tampa Bay, we'll discuss more after I read that article. I'm pretty sure more news will come out, but anyways, unless
San Francisco,
let us know right now.
Either.
Hines will remain the main, and is that Tank Crumbly?
Yes, I am Tank Crumbly.
Jesus, you guys are whatever. So while we worked diligently with the Steelers for several months around a new name rights details, they found a new partner willing to pay significantly more than they could justify. Yeah, see, there it is. Thank you. It's kind of what I was leading to. One company will probably outbid another one. Thank you, Braden. See, I could probably read a little bit of it now, not read the whole thing. But yeah, damn, one arena / stadium / field that isn't named by a company. In Chicago, we had a Kaminsky Field, White Sox. Now it's Guaranteed Rate Park. That's the name of it?
Great name. Guaranteed Rate
Park? That is a horrible name. That is so stupid. That is so dumb. But I'm not going to say... Look, it is what it is. These companies outbid them. That's what it has. I think our Coyotes changed once or twice, right? It was Glendale Arena. Then someone bought it, and then now it was Jobbing.com Arena, right?
No, it was Glendale, then Jobbing, and then it's Gila River Arena now.
Okay, all right. So now, all right.
But they don't go there anymore. But
no, of course not. They're going to move to Tempe, which sucks for me because I liked going down the road. But now it's going to be a little bit long ways, and I'm going to have good times there now with drinking there, and I'm going to take your seats. Thank you, Mark. So, just FYI, I will be taking your seats. But anyways, let's get into these Vikings. So let's start with the draft as we normally do. Let me pull it up here. Do you have yours? Go ahead, Mark.
I got mine. Number 32, round 1. They took Lewis Sign, safety from Georgia.
Yes.
And then they had 10 picks later at 42 from apparently my team, Washington. Oh, from Indy via Washington. Oh, so we traded the pick we got from Indy.
So yeah, and then Washington and then Andrew Booth.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. I still like these. Both of these picks are great for them.
No, Indy traded the pick we gave them for Wentz. Anyway, Andrew Booth Jr.
It was from Indy.
Yeah,
right.
via Washington. So that's the pick we sent to Indy for Carson Wentz.
Yes.
Andrew Booth Jr. we both like a lot. Cornerback, Clemson. And then they got a guard, LSU, and Ingram with the 59th overall pick in the second round. Mm-hmm. Man, they had 3 picks in the first 2 rounds. Not bad.
Oh, yeah. They upgraded a lot.
And then they got a linebacker that we really liked. Forgot that Brian Oswald went here. A linebacker out of Oklahoma. We both really liked him, too.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
A lot of defense. Because then you got Caleb
Evans, yeah, out of Missouri, corner. So I mean, they upgrade on both sides. So we'll check their depth chart here in a second whenever we get to it. But yeah,
well, their first 6 picks, only one was on offense.
Yeah, and it was a guard, which is much needed. I feel like linemen.
Well, for them, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. Then they got Ezi Otuomio.
Aziz, I think maybe Aziz Atomio, something like that. DN out of Minnesota, so he didn't have to go that far. It was a pick from Las
He just
Vegas.
went down the road.
Any of their picks were actually originally from them, to be honest.
Yeah, from Detroit, from Indy, from Green Bay, from Detroit, from Cleveland, from Las Vegas, from Tennessee, from New York, from Baltimore. Yeah, not one of their picks were their actual.
Not one of theirs was original.
That's nuts.
I've never seen
that.
Did not
realize that.
I've never seen that before. That is insane.
Yeah, and then round 5, 169, they got Ty Chandler, running back out of North Carolina. And then they went back to the offensive line with Vidarian Lowe, offensive tackle out of Illinois.
Vidarian
Lowe?
Oh, okay. I heard Vidari. Sorry.
No, I said Vidarian, but I stuttered horribly trying to get that out, though. I was like,
You're good. You're good.
And they got Jalen Naylor, wide receiver, Michigan, and then Nick Muse, tight end, South Carolina.
Yes. So
very heavy offense on the end.
Yeah.
So very interesting.
A lot of picks, but again, we'll see if any of these guys above Automio even play. Or Automio and above, I would imagine. Below, I don't know, maybe Ty Chandler. I don't know. We'll see. And then Merd Huddle here. So Tank says, Moneyball. NFL will add company logos on the NFL or on the football for the right price. Ricky Bobby with logo on the windshield. Yeah. Definitely would be funny. I mean, not as bad. Can you imagine how ugly that ball will be if they have? I would hope they narrow it to one logo.
Do you imagine trying to get a Super Bowl ball and there's just Best Buy on there? That sounds so stupid. I would not want that.
No, I would not want that either. I could imagine that freaking what's the biggest running one? Tide is usually there. Tide is one of the bigger ones at Super Bowl. Doritos is one of the bigger ones. It would just look weird because it's always been black and brown. So it's are we I don't know. It would look weird. What in the hell is this? Oh, you didn't scroll it, dude.
Oh, did I mess it up?
There we go. That's better. Is it all the weeks?
Oh, no. Here, I'll fix it real quick. I'll do it in 2 seconds.
Okay. While he does that. Yeah, overall, I think these guys are going to be fun. I do like Lewis Sign and Andrew Booth as their corners. I mean, for IDP purposes, I would get Sign. Andrew Booth, not so much. He's a corner, so we'll see how he does. Of course, we don't know. Maybe a lot of quarterbacks will throw his way, but for IDP purposes, I'm not looking for Andrew Booth right away. He would be a good taxi squad to keep there. Maybe see how well he does his rookie season. But I'm not taking that gamble. I'm gonna wait on that. And then you got Brian Asamoah, who's pretty good too. Again, according to depth chart, we'll see. Holy crap! I just lost all my info. What in the hell? Where'd it go? I just lost it. That's weird. Never mind. Oh, that is so weird. I have a different tab for all of what I had for this episode on a separate page. I was like, "Where's all my stuff?" Yeah, that was weird. So, yeah, I'm not looking for rookie corners on IDP right away. I kind of tend to stay away from those, especially corners. Corners are kind of like weird to me unless they put them in the box. But for me,
I agree.
I kind of tend drawn towards the safeties. I feel like they get a little bit more play in the box, and they get a little more prone to the interceptions. In a way to where they could run it back. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I know corners have been known to take it back.
Signs is looking interesting to me too, because I heard some reports out of when they were in their mini camps and stuff where the coaches were actually pressuring him to be like a leader. And they said after they did that, he took it and ran with it. And like now he's garnering like all the respect from his teammates and all this stuff. And I was like, well, that seems pretty nice.
Oh, that's good. That's good for him.
I think looking at their draft, they got 3 solid starters in the first 4 rounds.
Yeah,
3 rounds.
Easy.
Osmore, Booth.
Osmore is probably gonna get himself in. I mean, I know Hicks just got there, so he might end up learning a few things from him. So it's so odd that that's like the second or third Cardinal that I've seen go from Arizona to the Vikings. It's interesting.
And then Vigil did the opposite.
So did ADP.
It went from the Vikings to the Cardinals.
Wait, Adrian Peterson? No, Adrian Peterson just came off.
Well, he had a little stop in New Orleans, but
yeah, okay, yeah, no, that doesn't count. But
I was did all the training camp and preseason in New Orleans, and then after week 1, they were like, "We got to get rid of this guy." And then the Cardinals traded for him.
Yeah. I remember that now. It was Peterson that went from the Cardinals to the Vikings as well. That was the other guy.
Patrick Peterson, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about that Peterson, weren't you? I'm an idiot.
No. Or were
you talking about ADP?
I was talking about ADP, and you're right.
Okay, I was like confused. Too many.
I would have said Peterson, Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
No, God, Patrick Peterson. Jesus, now we're all messed up here.
Some Peterson, but yeah, he went from the Cardinals to the Vikings.
Jesus, but no. So overall, look, it wasn't a bad draft. Again, I don't know how well they're going to do against their fellow teams there in their division. I still put them above the Bears, and they're going to compete for second against the Lions. And obviously, I'm going to put Green Bay above them. The Lions almost beat them last season.
Yeah,
I think they lost to them both games, right? I think on one of them.
They did, but I believe they were both close.
Oh man, they were close. I almost won $500 on the first one, so I'm excited for that one. But anyways, that's besides that. But the draft overall wasn't too bad. It was good. I liked it. They definitely got in-depth. Oh shit, wrong one. In-depth guys to help them out eventually. What am I? I'm trying to get this draft down. Jesus, I am not on today. Take a couple days off. And
they split. They beat the Vikings 29-27.
Later in the nice
in December.
Okay. Let's go Detroit, man. Let's go.
So they could have swept the Vikings last year. Jeez. They could have.
I'm
telling you, Vikings will be at least 2 this year. I'm telling you.
Yeah, probably. I just I'm a little higher on myself and Braden and you. We're all high on the Detroit Lions this year. It's for our other coworkers.
They're too
I had a good argument
what
on Sunday.
They were in the past, and I'm like, teams can. I mean, I get it. They were horrible. They were a laughingstock. But I feel like once you get the right people in the building, it's not out of the realm of possibility to turn that around.
Yeah. I'm done trying to convince them, and I know one of them's watching, but it's I don't care, dude. Whatever. We're probably going to argue about this more as the season goes on. Honestly, I'm rooting for the Lions just for that to happen. And
Spike bets.
Why don't you clip this guy? You clip this. Okay. You know, you're the one who wants it that bad. And I know exactly who's running this right now. They had a lot of right people in the build. Yeah, look. But, you know, time will tell. This is a new team. It's a new system. It's everything's new about it. And I don't care about history. History is history. It's history.
And this was the biggest thing too, Braden. Thank you for saying this because I was getting ready to say I think the biggest thing is they have new ownership. Like it's the same family, but someone else is now running the team.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think all three. Look, it's gonna be Dynasty Pylon versus the freaking panda and koalas over there. You know,
apparently he says all they need to do is win 5 games, and he'll say we win. So
oh my
I like these odds.
That's gonna happen. That is gonna happen, my guy. The Lions are gonna have 5 games. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
They could have
from
4.
the Bears, and 2 of them from the Vikings.
Right? I was gonna say
4.
most of those will be just from their own division.
4. Okay.
And I think they can split with the Packers because, like
Give
I said, they're gonna
another
rest
one.
everybody on the last game.
Yeah, no, yeah. There you go. There you go. 5 games right there. Let's go, Lions. I'm gonna go get myself a Swift jersey if that happens. Oh
right.
gosh. This is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a very interesting year for them. Because it's funny that we see Brian, he just gave up on his Bears. For the first time, it took him this long. He finally convinced himself that the Bears lost. 5 wins will be better than last year. They split with the Vikings. Yes, we established that.
And there you go, 6.5. 6.5. That's their over under.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think I had 7 when we did that episode. I think I had 7. And then OMG, Packers losing to anyone in NFC North would be crazy.
Well, it's not crazy.
But they did it last year.
They lost to the Lions in the last week because
the Lions beat them second to last week or the week of they lost to them.
Yeah,
and that's what we were saying. Yeah, they're gonna lose.
That's
to
what
them
I said. It's gonna happen again.
If the Packers are in the playoffs and they have it on lock, they're gonna rest everybody and purposely lose because they can afford it. Mm-hmm. That's what happened last season. That's what's gonna happen again. if again, we'll see. But anyways, we're talking about this damn division, and I know it's going to be stupid because we got freaking what's his face in here. He's over there controlling the nerd huddle. You're repping the entire nerd huddle, which I think you should jump on your account and say what you got to say. Don't rep all of us because not all of us in the nerd huddle agree with you. You forget that we are nerd huddle as well, and that no. But yeah. Anyways, let's talk about this depth chart. All right. Let's go into the depth chart. Hey. Let's go into
defense first.
Yes, as we always do. Okay. All right. So here we go. Defensive line, we got Dalvin Tomlinson, Aaron Watts, Zadarius Smith, who's outside linebacker, and Harrison Phillips. So Zadarius Smith, I see, is like that linebacker or DN/linebacker. So
well, they switched to a 3-4.
Yes. So it's going to be very interesting to see Zadarius Smith, Jordan Hicks, and Eric Kendricks. Eric Kendricks is going to be a monster this season. I think I have him as my top 10. I really do. There you go. There you go. Show your face. I said what I said. I said what I said. There you go. That's fine. I like that better. Don't be throwing the entire nerd huddle under the predictions. I'm telling you right now that the freaking Viking or the damn Lions are going to do great this season. They'll get their 5 wins. It's going to happen. So anyways, Eric Kendricks, Danielle Hunter. Whoa, outside linebacker? Isn't he like a DN? That's interesting.
They're switching to a 3-4, so he's going to be like TJ Watt now. So he'll be rushing from the outside linebacker position.
Okay. Patrick Peterson, Harrison Smith. Holy crap, dude. Lewis Sign, and then Cameron Danzler, and then Shandon Sullivan. With the addition of Andrew Booth Jr. and Caleb Evans and Brian Asamoah and Adameo. So all these guys are going to definitely rotate it, which I hope so, because I think it'll be very good for them. I think they're going to be unstoppable. I think they're going to be very good. That defense is going to be really good. I see got a lot of good potential, and I see a lot of good, great guys here. But, I mean...
Yeah, I was actually concerned about them because they were switching, but now that I see the people that they brought in, I was like,
they have that.
Actually could be pretty good.
Yeah, it's not
the fact
bad.
that they brought in Hicks and Smith, and I mean, Eric Kendricks is a beast at linebacker. And then you move Hunter to the other outside linebacker, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, dang, this defense could be scary.
Yeah, if they can stay healthy,
Harrison Smith and Signs as your safeties, whoo.
Yeah. If they can stay healthy, they're gonna be a monstrosity, man. So it's not gonna be easy. But again, we'll see how well they mesh. A lot of these guys are returning. A lot of these guys played there last year, so they know each other's strengths and weaknesses. It's just getting moved around a little bit. So I think it will work out somehow, some way. But yeah, that's defense for you. Let's jump into the offense.
I feel like their offense is almost the same as last year.
It is. It really is. They didn't do anything. And they brought in they Vidarian Lowe, which was a low pick at 5th, and then everyone else is kind of a low pick. So it's the same freaking offense. Nothing's changed. It is a different, head coach, obviously, because what's his face is no longer there. They again, like I didn't even talk about it. This is why the show is a little earlier than I didn't really get to do I gotta talk about them before we start. But let me just do that now. Last year, they went 8-9. Okay, they missed playoffs for the last 2 seasons, and I should have done this at the beginning. Normally I bring them in with a good intro or something like that. I didn't this time. I don't know why. But yeah, last 2 seasons they missed out playoffs.
You're talking about breaking news, and then we just jumped into it.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. And then they lost. Last year, what was it? They lost Mike Zimmer, and who's their general manager? Spielman.
Oh yeah,
right?
they were both gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So entirely new. Bringing, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be great with Kevin O'Connell being reunited with Kirk Cousins. They played in Washington 2017, so I think it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, that's like the 5th coach that we've had from that time era that is now a head coach in the NFL.
Yeah, but
Shanahan,
I think it's gonna be good.
We had the Rams guy that I can't suddenly think of his name. The guy just won the Super Bowl. Why can't I not think of his name? Oh my god.
McVay.
Yeah, we had McVay, Shanahan, the guy that's in Miami that was in Washington was on the staff. We had O'Connell, and then there's like a 5th one. Oh, LaFleur in Green Bay was also on the coaching staff.
Stick it up your pie hole, LaFleur. Yeah. But yeah, no. I think with the addition of him coming back to his old friend, I guess Kirk Cousins, I think something's gonna happen. Signing, like I said, signing Zadarius Smith and Daniel Hunter back, it should be good. But we'll see if Irv Smith has a breakout this season with Cousins because he was hurt last year, and then Tyler Conklin went somewhere else to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be Irv Smith's breakout. I don't see it, but we'll see. Time will tell. We'll see how it plays out. And yeah, LaFleur. So anyways, this offense. Let's talk about Kirk Cousins throwing to who he has. He has JJ, obviously, KJ Osborne, Adam Thielen. All great guys, all good potentials. Obviously, JJ being, dynasty number 1 right now, dynasty number 2 receiver. A lot of people are arguing if he could be number 1 or number 2 right now. I myself put him at number 2 behind Chase, but there have been people saying that he's been number 1, which I'm not going to argue that either. So, then they got BC Johnson as well as a good backup to those 3. And then, Smith Morsett's in there as well. So, they got that. Not horrible. I've seen worse.
Don't forget the rookie, Jalen Naylor. He's there now.
Yeah, Jalen Naylor is also there. So, all these guys are great potentials, and I don't see why Kirk Cousins can't get himself a targeted ball somewhere, even to Irv Smith or one of those freaking tight end rookies like Nick Muse. I don't think he's gonna really start much, but Irv Smith, I'm hoping to see good things out of him, but we'll see. And then Keelan Mond is he just not gonna be a thing now? I guess.
I have him at third, behind Sean Mannion.
Yeah, so same here. He's third, which is weird because I liked Keelan Mond. Yeah, I liked him a lot, to be honest.
Oh, I did too.
Oh well. But here we go with the running backs. We have Dalvin Cook, Alexander Madison, which I think this year they're going to split a lot. Dalvin Cook is older. Dalvin Cook is potentially going to be made of glass this season. I don't know. We don't know. But last year he played really well, and he actually didn't get hurt as much as what we're normally used to. So do I expect a change? No. I would handcuff Madison if I had Cook. But
yeah.
Funny thing is, I did a mock draft yesterday, and this guy was so convinced that he was going to be the next big thing, and we were all laughing at him in the chat. He's like, you'll see. And this was just a mock draft on Sleeper. But then again, I look at his profile, and he has freaking JJ and Kirk Cousins. I'm like, oh, this guy's a homer. He picked him at 101, Dalvin Cook. I was like, are you serious? Over JT and Derrick Henry. Like, you think? I'm like, all right. So we're all calling him an idiot for even like. Do I like the guy? Yeah, it was way too high. I thought, do I like the guy? Yeah. If I'm sitting at 7 or
I mean, I wouldn't say way too high. I could see Cook going 4, 3, 5.
Yeah, but at 1, that's too high.
At 1, that's too. I agree. It's too
I see him at 3. 3 is the highest.
But yeah, there's no way I'm taking Cook over JT. Sorry.
Yeah.
There's just no way.
Yeah, agree, 100%. And a lot of people were telling him, like, you're absolutely bonkers with that because Matt Ryan's gonna come in, and JT's been practicing his pass catching from last 2 seasons. I think they're gonna utilize him a lot more, and I think they're gonna we've seen him on the ground. As for the air, we'll probably see a little bit more. And Hines will probably be faded out, or if not, Hines will probably be just primary pass catcher.
Head coach guy, what can I not think of his name?
He's splitting them, isn't he?
Frank Rychek. He said that he's going to have a way bigger role in the offense this year.
Well, there you go.
The only reason I didn't dump his ass. I still have him. I held on to him.
No, but either way, we'll see what happens. But again, I was not convinced of what he was saying about how great. I'm like, look, he's good, not that good. But anyways, that's their offense, and I think they're going to be great-ish, as good as they were last season. 8 wins, maybe. We'll see. Let's look at their schedule here next. But
here's my final thoughts on Cook, by the way. I think Cook could be RB1, but his history hasn't shown that he's going to be healthy enough to maintain that. So that's why I would never draft him with the first pick of a draft.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Wasn't there one year, I think it was 2 seasons ago, where he was like spot 2 or 3 next to Kamara or something like that? I want to say there was.
Like after his rookie year, he was like number 2, right? Like 2, 3, but then he's just never healthy enough for me to be like, I'm going to take you.
If memory serves, I think it was Kamara, Cook, CMC, Derrick Henry, Saquon, something like that, in that order.
Something like that.
Where I saw that a lot. Where Kamara was still number 1 and then followed closely by Cook. So, if not CMC thrown in there, but yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's talk about their schedule. Let me pull it up real quick. I have as we see it there at the bottom. So, but of course I like to visually see it here in my face there. It's all at once. Just because the scrolling doesn't really go as fast as I want it All right, so here we are. We got Green Bay, very first game. Then we travel to Philadelphia, and then we got Detroit, New Orleans, Chicago. Then we go to Miami. Then we host Arizona. Then we go to Washington, Buffalo, host 3 games in a row again, which would be Dallas, New England, New York, then go to Detroit, then host Indy, New York, and then go to Green Bay and Chicago for week 18. Now, right off the bat, I don't think they'll win Green Bay.
No.
Just don't see it. I don't think they'll win the now. If Green Bay is locked in, they might win the second one. So I'm assuming, due to this division, I think they'll be locked in, and I think that's the first week Green Bay probably sits them because they already won. Maybe, depending on how well the Vikings are doing, which they could potentially get in. So maybe that's the game they don't sit, but I think they sit on their last one. Let me see what the actual schedule is for them.
I actually think they could beat the Packers week 1.
You think so? Okay.
Well, it's at home, and it'll be the first time anyone's seeing their offensive
I just
scheme.
looked up the Green Bay Packers last game. It's the Lions.
Yeah.
They just won that game. The Lions are going to beat the Vikings again week 18.
That's
I just looked that up. Green Bay's playing freaking Vikings or Lions week 18.
That's why I said saying that they could beat the Packers the last week because they'll rest all their starters.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. All right, sorry.
But
okay.
I think they could beat the Packers week 1 just because their offensive scheme, no one knows what it is because they have a new coach with a new offense.
Okay.
So they might be able to surprise them. Plus, it's at home. But I don't think they beat them week 17.
All right.
Because that's going to be a very cold game.
All right. I don't know. I disagree here. I think it's just the other way around. I think Green Bay is going to still trying to figure out what the hell they're doing with receiver-wise and weapon-wise at very first. Green Bay usually starts off rough. Usually. I think that game they lose. And Vikings will just pull them out of the water. Maybe. I don't know. I think they have a chance there. So either way, I do still have them as a split. So we can agree with that. A split, just opposite games.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll call that a split, 1-1 already. So then we go to Philadelphia. Do we win or lose there? I think they.
I was actually very torn on this one. You think they beat Philly?
Maybe they lose. Philly did make some really good moves, man.
But how much do you believe in Jalen Hurts?
No, maybe he improved this season. I don't know. I say they go 1-1 here. You're gonna be at 1-1 or 1-0-2 here, right? Or what do you say on Philadelphia?
So you're 0-2. I'm 1-1.
No, I say they beat Green Bay week 1.
You said they lose.
No, I said they beat Green Bay and they lose, and or vice. Fuck. Now I'm confused.
I said they beat Green Bay week 1 and that they lose week 17. You said the other way around.
All right.
So you're at 0-2. I'm at 1-1.
All right, my bad. I'm getting confused.
I think it'll be a close game with the Eagles, but I don't know. I don't know enough to be able to have them beating the Eagles, unfortunately.
Okay. And they go to Detroit and New Orleans.
Lose.
So lost for me.
And that's not at New Orleans. That's in Tottenham. That's in England, sir.
That's true. That is very true. I don't know. I think surprisingly New Orleans wins it. I think New Orleans is going to be a lot better than. I think New Orleans has a little bit better team than what people are thinking. I mean,
you're having the Vikings start 0-4?
Yeah, yeah. Why not?
All right, you're at 0-4. And then they get 2-2.
They get their first win against Chicago.
3-2.
1-4, and then Miami.
I think they beat Miami.
You think they beat Miami? I think so too. I think they beat Miami. And then they have a bye week kind of early, which kind of sucks. So that means the rest of the season is going to be rough for them. And then I think Arizona, I think this is when Hopkins comes back. Hopkins should be back by then. So I think Arizona, I know Hopkins, a single guy, will make a difference, but I think they made some moves on defense. I think if they're healthier, I think Arizona has a chance to beat them. I think they lose to Arizona. Or maybe win. I don't know. That one's going to be a tough one for me. What do you say here, Arizona?
Oh, I think the Cardinals win. D-Hop will be back for 2 weeks. I just think with D-Hop and Brown and Green, with Connor and Murray, I just think the offense will be too high-powered for their defense to stop.
Okay, that's fine. I think they also lose there. I'm not starting so hot. I'm actually over here at 2-6 now. So, they lose to Buffalo, or they lose to Washington, or win against Washington. I think they beat them.
I think they lose.
Okay, I got 3 wins so far. Lose to the Buffalo.
I think I'm at 4.
You're at 4. I'm at 3. Dallas and Minnesota. Oy. I'm going to say I think they. Ooh, that one's going to be tough.
I agree.
I think they lose.
I would like the Cowboys to lose, but I think they win this one.
Okay. I think they lose to the Cowboys. So I'm still sitting at 3 wins. Right?
I'm at 4 still.
1, 2, 3. Then we go to New England. They lose there. God, I am not high on the Vikings this season. No, I think they beat
the
New
Jets.
England. I think they beat New England.
I actually have them beating New England.
I think they beat New England. I think they beat the Jets. I think they beat both of them. So I'm sitting at 5 now. You're sitting at 6. Then we're not counting the split on Detroit, or we're getting swept by Detroit. What's going on here?
I think they're getting swept by Detroit.
I think they're getting swept as well.
But
so
they
got 5 wins.
Possibly win. But
another loss to Indy. They beat New York. I think that's going to be 6 wins for me.
7 for me.
Okay, Green Bay, they lose. Chicago, they win. So I'm sitting at 7. You're sitting at 8.
No, we're both at 8 because you have them beating the Packers in Week 17. I have them losing.
But we split, right? Then we split regardless. So 7 to 8 wins, roughly.
So yeah, we're about 7 and 8. Yeah, 7 to 8 wins.
Yeah,
I had 8.
So
I had 8.
So are we coming to a 7.5 consensus overall?
I know. Where's Braden? Braden, where you at?
I don't know. Well, he also hold on, Braden. Don't. I haven't looked at it. But speaking
we're
of
not
Jets,
talking
did you see
about.
I saw it and I didn't scroll through it, and it sounds very controversial because I think it's what is it? I don't know.
It's
goddamn. Just do a rundown.
But I just think it's here.
Does that have to do with his mom?
Really.
Yes. Mom? God damn it! Why is it his mom?
Well, his mom's best friend, to be more accurate. But
what? Whoa! What? Hold on. Did he do stuff with her?
He cheated on his girlfriend with his mom's best friend.
Oh God!
And it gets better.
Girlfriend like super hot.
Yes, and it gets better too. Are you ready for this? His girlfriend is now dating his best friend from BYU.
Wow!
He's a receiver for Washington, I might add.
Wow!
Yep.
Wait, the Commanders?
Yeah,
or the state. Who's the receiver?
No, I can't remember his name, but he's actually on the Commanders receiving corps.
Oh, God.
Went to BYU. He was roommates with Zach Wilson at BYU.
Oh my gosh! All right, enough of that. Enough of that. That's 8.5. We have it lower. So as together, we said 7.5. Okay.
But I mean, I can easily see 9 though. I can easily see 9.
It depends.
I'm just not confident enough without knowing what they are to see if, I think they could beat the Eagles. I'm just not confident enough to say they will.
Let's say they split with the Lions, right? If they split with the Lions, give it one more uptick. So now we go to 8.5.
That gets me 9. Yeah, that gets me 9.
But between you and I, it would go to 8.5.
Makes sense.
So, I mean, we're really high on the damn Lions this year, but we'll see.
I mean, I'm a little higher on the Vikings now. I mean, I didn't think they were going to be good because of all this stuff, but I feel like they've made
This is
the
why
moves.
we do the overviews, man.
I know, that's what I said. Now looking at their actual roster and seeing what they've done, I'm like, I actually kind of high on them.
This is look. I love our overview episodes. I convinced myself that the freaking Bengals are going to do a lot better. Like I almost want some pieces from there. And Zach Dog Wilson. Jesus, I don't know. Look. What did you expect though, man? Like we all kind of saw some type of like uncertainty of discipline with that guy coming in. We all kind of knew it. Starting with this bomb from last season, I figured something was going to pop off. Did not expect that.
Yeah, you can't say he's not living out most guys' dreams, though. You can't tell me there wasn't like a friend growing up whose mom where you were just like, God dang, she's hot.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And then he's over here actually doing stuff with the hot mom.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Not everyone has that luxury or anything. But
oh, I mean, he probably can make these happen better than we could, but...
whatever. It's he probably has the whole city, to choose from, and I'm sure there's a bunch of girls who probably don't watch football but know of him. Why? Because that happens. Every state, you have a bunch of ladies who are like, oh yeah, I know who the quarterback is, but have you ever watched a game? No, but they could pick him out of a crowd in a freaking EDC concert. Like or EDC festival. Sorry, that was the first thing that went to my mind. Sorry, I don't know why, but all I'm saying is they could pick him out of a crowd. I know who that is, and they're like, "Whoa, how did you know?" I don't know. So yeah, we're a little higher on the Vikings than what we thought.
Yeah,
kind of, but still not. We're not. Hold on. I did say I don't think they're going to do anything different. Why is the same offense? It's the same freaking thing. Are they going to go 8-9 again? Yes. There's a very good possibility, and a very good possibility they slightly miss out of playoffs again. I think there's a few key pieces that they need. Maybe they probably should have drafted another receiver higher, because Adam Thielen isn't, a spring chicken. He's kind of old for his age, or for his position there, sitting at 31. So
I was thinking offensive line. That's the one thing that scares me about that.
Well, yeah, and they did with the guard, with Mom saying that says he's and he is doing what he did. Like, come on, man. But the mom saying, yeah. And Alyssa, hello.
Hey,
how are you?
Alyssa?
How are you? We're just wrapping up the Vikings episode, so you missed absolutely nothing. I'm good. I'm not too bad.
I'm a lot better now.
Yeah, Mark's alive. Freaking had COVID and then almost died, and we don't know what happened.
I wouldn't say I almost died, but it wasn't fun. That's for sure.
Well, yeah. But anyways,
JJ makes up for Thielen.
She says crap. I'm sorry. So, and oh no.
Oh, that's sad.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That sucks. That sucks because it's never easy losing one of your friends. I know how that goes. Losing a really good friend or someone that you cared about recently, and it's just life happens. And I'm really sorry. I hope that things get better mentally and with you and your family. But again, that sucks, and I'm really sorry. Really, I am.
It's whatever.
But it is whatever, I guess. Okay, all right. But the offense is going to be running an offense similar to the Rams, and defense coordinator is coming from Denver, who might have a good offense the past few seasons. So, yeah, it's we'll see what they do. So, not everyone does. Not everyone does. So I understand.
No need to apologize. Okay. You're good. You're good.
You're coming in. You're giving us an update on how you are, and that's more than I can ask for, because we like having you around. So don't. I hope you have a good rest of your day and the rest of the week. And come back tomorrow if you want. I don't care. It's up to you. But I hope your family is doing well. Besides that, it's never easy. So again, to what Braden was saying, that the whole thing is going to be changed. It's going to change, a lot. And thank you for that. So again, with how O'Connell's coming in, and he played, or he coached Cousins before, and I think it's gonna turn things around. Maybe I still think 8-9 though. I really do. I don't think they go any higher than that. They might even do worse, but I don't.
But I think 8-9 would still be a very successful season for, like, you coming in with a new coach, new systems, change your defense completely, and you still go 8-9, and then you can build off of that going into the next year. I think
but it's not enough to get into playoffs sometimes.
No, I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying for all the things that are going on with the organization, for them to finish 8-9, I think would be a successful season for them.
It was just going to be another repeat, though. Then they're
but it's
in the same spot.
There's a difference between going 8-9, having the same coach for 6 straight years, expecting them to be a playoff team, and then not making it like 2 or 3 years in a row. Then switching everything over, brand new, and then finishing 8-9.
I guess. No, that makes
I'm sure
sense.
there's like Jaguars, Texans, and Lions would kill to go 8-9.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of true. So, yeah, I can't agree with more. So, also Braden mentioned that Adam Thielen isn't the middle of the field threat, but he is a red zone monster and is heavily targeted. Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely. But I'm still taking this guy for fantasy. This guy's ADP has dropped so much, man. So much. Nobody's looking at him anymore. JJ, like we predicted this last 2 seasons, JJ was coming in. It was going to be his team to take. And we've seen that. Rookie year.
But if I could get Thielen in like the 8th round, I would take him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, he's a steal. Him and Sanders are one of the 2 players I've noticed that dropped so much. Dramatically.
Miles Sanders?
Yes. Miles Sanders dropped to almost 2nd round to like damn near 6 and 8 round. Or Thielen's around that.
Expected though after last year.
Yeah. But he also can hit. Like both these guys can hit on top 10 week basis. So for me to take them at that point, I would be okay with that 8 round. At round 8, taking one of these guys, because they can hit and produce maybe top 10 at least twice this season. At least twice this season.
Is the possibility of him getting hurt really hurting his stock that much? Because I feel like the only reason he didn't put up crazy numbers last year was because he was hurt.
Both of them? Or you're talking about Thielen?
I'm talking about Thielen.
Okay, yeah, no,
I think Sanders was hurt / God knows what running back they were going with each week, but
yeah.
So that's why I understand his drop. But I feel like with Thielen, it was just that he got hurt, missed like 5 or 6 games.
Well, yeah,
that's why his production wasn't as good.
He might get hurt again because he's at 31 and getting banged up for how many years. It's
I understand that, but it was the first time he ever got hurt, though. It's not like he has a history of injuries.
Well, it could be the start of it. It could be the start.
I
mean, look at Hopkins. I've already declared him as Julio Jones 2.0 with his hamstrings. It's the same thing. Like I don't know, dude. Like we'll see. But no, it did dramatically affect his ADP, and I think it'll be eventually fine. But I would definitely take him in a redraft league that late. I'm okay with it because I would assume that I would establish myself the way I know that I draft. I probably would have had already 2 solid receivers by the 8th round. At least that's how I would assume that I would have my draft. But yeah, that is it. I mean, other than that, we're thinking it might be another repeat of 8 and 9. So are they gonna make playoffs? It's gonna take a lot of luck if other teams don't do so hot. But even if they make playoffs, are they going to be an easy win? Are they going to be first ones out?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I'm not saying they'll win the playoff game, but I don't think it'll be easy for whoever plays them.
Okay, all right.
I mean, just look at the 49ers last year. They barely made it in. Then they barely beat the Cowboys. Then they barely beat the Packers.
You mean the San Francisco Robbie Golds?
Yes.
That's because that's exactly what it was. God damn, freaking Niners. Let's just put Gold out there. He'll just kick right over everybody. Bastard. Oh, anyways, ruin everybody's brackets, man. All right, so that's it, man. We're talking about the Vikings today. That's pretty much finished up. Talk about the rookies, offense, defense, a little bit of IDP in there and how some of them will affect, especially Booth. I'm not taking them. I will let somebody run that experiment for me. And if he's good, well, then good for them. I just don't like corners. That's just me. It's a good, solid tip for those. Corners don't usually produce more than they do safeties. But, again, if you like a corner like Simmons, probably there's a few outliers out there. But why did the Bears even let that man go?
Who are we talking about?
Yeah, that's the same question I had. Same question I had. Anyways.
Yeah, I was like, let who go? Who we talking about?
I don't know.
Braden.
What guy are we talking? Hold on.
Oh, Robbie Gold. Robbie Gold.
Oh.
Yeah, he did start with the Bears.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's why he hates the Packers so much.
I don't know. I do not know why they would let go of him. So there's some moves out there that I question. Look, it's kind of like they probably couldn't afford him, or they probably just thought like, he's done. Like, same goes for our Dynasty League, man. Like ours specifically.
It was probably a money thing, to be honest. Because he was like a top kicker, and I think at that point, this is like right before they missed the double dink, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And they were already planning like a winning roster, and I think they were allotting the money to go somewhere else. Instead of paying their kicker like $3 or $4 million, they were like, we can bring in another player. That, and they were the stupidest team ever, I guess.
Playing Gold, and Mannion was the worst during that time. Well, I'll agree with you there.
Yeah, because if you had Robbie Gold, you would have won that game. You wouldn't have double doinked it.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know. Well, we will see what happens that division. It's going to be an interesting division to do it. The Packers got it? Yeah, probably. Look, it is what it is. You can't stop Rodgers' magic over there. He owns all those teams anyway, so it's like, well, let him go.
He's the owner.
Yes, very clearly. All right.
Guess we know why they're run so bad. Aaron Rodgers is owning them. Like, I got to keep these teams bad so I can get the playoffs every year.
All right, so tomorrow we're talking about the GOAT and his team, and that should be fun. I think we're probably going to go same time. I don't know. Today was a dead day, maybe because it's Monday. We haven't gone on around 1 o'clock again, so we'll probably go a little bit earlier, probably 30 minutes before 12:30 our time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we will be on. We will be on. We'll talk about the Buccaneers. And they also let go of Greg Olsen because of the offense that didn't use tight end. Like why? I hate the Bears tight ends when they have multiple of them, or they don't utilize them when they have them. Like, I'm a little scared about Cole Kmet now, but it is different. A little bit. Because, yeah, you had Greg Olsen there, they didn't use them, and then you had two tight ends, and they only used one, and it was freaking stupid Jimmy Graham. God, I hate that guy. I'm so glad he's gone, man. Another guy who needs to retire and get the hell out of here is freaking not Boston Scott, freaking Jordan Howard. Just go away. I don't like you. You're a shit player, and you steal touchdowns from people. And I don't like you, but I'm pretty sure you're a good guy and I'll have a beer with you. Other than that. So, talking about fantasy purposes though. But anyways, that's our show. Any last words before we talk about nonsense tomorrow about the damn Bucks and how they're probably going to win again?
I think the biggest key for the Vikings offense is going to be Irv Smith. I think he really needs to step up.
Interesting.
And if he does step up, I think that offense could be really scary.
Interesting. Okay. Hop out with the deep ball and the run. Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if he can be that security blanket and help him on the third and shorts or help him in the middle of the field, like that team's gonna be scary.
Okay.
With JJ and Thielen on the outside, Cook running the ball.
Right. Oh gosh. See, this is why he's our boss. Oh, look. Also, if you're watching this,
Oh yeah,
I've been announcing this, and I think everyone's scared. Look, it's free, guys. It's free.
You could win a jersey.
If you do horrible, what are you gonna lose, man? Not that specific one.
Well, it doesn't have to be Washington, but it can be.
No, it'll be your team of
it'll say 2 or 3.
It's free, guys. And I'm not charging you anything. If you win, you get a jersey. If you lose, you tried, and you know what IDP is now about. Give it a whirl. Just try it. Okay? There is like 10 slots in there still. 10. Jeez. And it's just gonna. Here's the thing. I told Anthony to hold off from the get right.
Oh, it'll fill up in 2 seconds.
Oh, dude, I told him, do not fill it up. I know you guys can, but do not fill it up. Because don't scare them away by offering a watch. No, yeah, I don't want to do that. I did that. I did that on the other show. I'm like, look, it's not going to be a Falcons jersey. Trust me, it's not. But look, of course, I was also there with higher names, bigger guys, fantasy footballer or fantasy football, the fantasy hustler. He's just a way bigger name than me, and then us. So when I was there, I was like, well, no one's really gonna freaking pay. He had a league going that, like I guess 200 something people can join, and the winner gets this mad amount of, I don't know. I was like, all right, well, clearly my dinky little channel and my little league here is not really going to compare to him and his status. So I was like, yeah, it's like freaking David and Goliath here. And I'm like, well, whatever. But anyways, look, get yourself in that guillotine league, okay? It's free. So Ant's on Sleeper, and if you don't have Sleeper, don't worry. You're going to thank me because Sleeper is going to be better than ESPN. It's going to be better than NFL, and it's going to be better than Yahoo. Trust me, guys. Sleeper's a lot better. I don't work for Sleeper. I just love it that much. And I would, if Sleeper, if you're out there, please, I would sponsor you every year, without a question. But look, Sleeper gives out the quickest information before any other fantasy formats. So if you want your news right away, you can download Sleeper just to use it for a news break, and then go to your other app and snag a guy off waivers. I guarantee you the news is going to happen a lot quicker than it is your other format. So you get to win the jersey. You lose, you still have fun time. Yes, I'm not kicking you out. You can still in the chat. You stay in the chat, root for whoever. So, and then I'm going to do weekly updates on it on our show, and we're going to talk about it for a little bit. And oh crap, goals.
It's all good.
Have a giant fantasy league with fans. Yes, that is ultimate goal. Ultimate. But right now I'm having a small one here with 18. I think it's because guillotine's a little scary for people. They don't know what that is. And I've explained that it's basically points based. So if you're at the bottom of the list and you don't score enough points, your team gets depleted to the rest of the people in the league. That's it. It's not head versus or head to head or anything like that. It's just points based. So anyways, guys, that is our show. Tomorrow we're talking about Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That should be a good one as well, because there has been some roster moves and roster changes and some roster retirements. But we won't talk about that today. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
And unretirements.
And Jesus, yes, and unretirements, which shook up the entire freaking league. But yeah. Anyways, that's tomorrow in our books. So again, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. Stay safe. And we will catch you guys tomorrow when we talk about the GOAT. Thanks for watching, guys.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. game face when I step up in the place. I was born and when I watch me elevate. I was born and when I watch me elevate.